Don't you hate it when you're running and your shoe flies off, hits a vase, and it falls and breaks? Isn't it so frustrating to try and piece back together the broken remains of this porcelain masterpiece? Afraid that your mom will come home, find the vase, and ban you from going to Target with your friends? Now there's a solution. Talk to your therapist about Newton's vase. The Newton's vase is an osmium vase made from the heaviest metal on Earth. Just be careful and get a new one every 4 months because it will tarnish into a toxic oxide. Oh, and make sure to keep it away from the hydraulic acid. We learned that the hard way. Let's take a closer look at why you need this vase. The vase that you are breaking goes through an experience of Newton's third law. Newton's third law states that every force has an equal and opposite reaction force. When an object collides with another object, the action force will cause them to collide. When they collide, the reaction force will cause the two objects to move in opposite directions. However, when an object hits an object of less mass, the force will be unbalanced and send the object with less mass flying much farther, because the object with more mass has more inertia. This means that it takes much more force to move it. Gravity and friction are also factors in this. Gravity is the force pulling objects down. If it weren't for gravity, the vase would still be floating and the pieces would be flying everywhere. The vase also wouldn't have been in the same place and would have bumped into things, broken itself on its own. Friction is also a big factor in this. Without friction, all of the pieces would be rolling all over the floor nonstop, because there would be nothing stopping them. Friction is the force that doesn't let objects keep moving forever. However, our new invention, Newton's vase, is made of the densest material in the world, a metal called osmium. Our osmium vase weighs 44 kilograms, which is much heavier than any shoe in the world. When the shoe, which has much less mass, collides with the Newton's vase, the third law will take place. However, because the vase is so heavy and dense, it will barely move, while the reaction force sends the shoe in the opposite direction. This will leave your new vase completely intact. Granted, you can't put anything in the vase as it will die very quickly in the toxic gases it releases, but that's okay. Who cares about functionality anyway? Without the Newton's vase, your vase would fall over and break, and I'm sure you don't want that happening. So be sure to buy the Newton's vase. If you buy one for the price of two, you get one free. The price is only $456.32, and shipping is only $531.67.